This week on Texmex Outdoors, we'll be hunting antelope in Colorado.
I'm very proud of this. Look at this goat. I'm ready.
Texmex Outdoors with Jim Miller is brought to you by Matthews Bows. Catch us if you can. Fire Knock, the most advanced lighted knock. Elusive Wildlife Technologies, taking the elusive out of the wildlife. Gravedigger Broadheads, broadheads built to kill. Game Hide, Lost Camo.
Mr. Jim, it's opening day for antelope, bow only in southern Colorado, and getting out here a little bit late, but somebody told me that they've never shot an antelope before 10 o'clock, so I think we're all right. And we're going to do some spot and stalk this morning. This is once again, somebody was a little late, but we got 2 blinds set up for your nephew, Richard Miller, and he's going to be hunting over a water hole while you and I are attempting to spot and stalk with a decoy and get a nice goat within bow range.
I'm ready to kill one for dinner for sure.
I heard that.
Hopefully by, somebody said never before 10, but I'm hoping by 8, 9 o'clock I'm done.
Man, there's confidence right there. Yeah, we gotta get the antelope done and then go to New Mexico and kill bear. My main guide, Cole, and they'll be hunting spot and stalk as well.
Unbelievable country, high plains desert, rolling, the kind of country you always think about when you think of Comanche Indians, and we was hunting prairies for antelope. Crawling around in the sage, unbelievable. It was dangerous, but it was also a lot of fun. You know, I decided this time to take an antelope by spot and stalk. It was in August, it was hot, it was brutal weather. I mean brutal weather. And when you drag a cameraman and a guide with you in everything that you do, it is difficult, especially spot and stalking antelope. Phenomenal eyesight. Second thing is they're usually with 4 or 5 other bucks. Tough hunting. For the first 3 days, it was from daylight to dark, just unbelievable stress trying to get on an antelope and get that shot at 40 yards.
We can't seem to get an antelope to work today.
We passed these wires, and these were telegraph wires from the 1900s. I'm talking about early 1900s. And oh, history is a major thing with me. And we traveled around and seen old buildings that was made out of the natural rock from the area.
This is an old homestead, probably built in the mid-1800s, 1850 to 1860. I noticed how tight the structure it is. It's all natural rock from the area. There wasn't a lot of timber, so they built their homesteads like this. They had a south-facing setup where they got the most exposure for the sun for the winter.
Where they put up buildings, post offices, general stores, and then was abandoned after 10 years. As you travel across that prairie of southeast Colorado, it takes you back in time and you can't help it. But you know what? That's what life is all about, and about hunting.
Stick around. Tex-Mex Outdoors with Jim Miller will be right back.
Heartland Wildlife Institute was just now announcing their new partnership with Matthews and Lost Camo to bring consumers Lost Camo licensed versions of their great products. We had the chance to catch up to Jeff Neal of Heartland to talk more about their new products.
Heartland Wildlife Institute is basically a full-service provider. We manufacture and produce feed products, mineral products, attractants, food plots, anything that is required for a wildlife manager to manage their property. One of them is a product called Secret Weapon. That product is a blend of legumes and brassicas, highly attractive for deer, and it makes a great killing plot. Another product that's very attractive is a product called Buckbuster Extreme, and that product is a blend of brassicas, winter oats, winter rye, and what it does is it provides a terrific wildlife buffet for hunting throughout the season. Probably one of the most difficult areas to get products to perform from a food lot standpoint is when you have very arid, dry climates, and you have to select the varieties of plants that you use. They have to be very drought tolerant. We have some products that are designed specifically for that, and usually those areas are typically southern, southeast areas that are sandy soils and dry. You know, typically as long as you get enough moisture, you can get a food plot to grow with proper soil testing and fertilization. Really, it's very beneficial to get soil samples. We actually offer a soil test kit, which is available on our website, or you can call our main office and order it as well. Well, when we learned about the Matthews licensing program, we felt that it was a great opportunity to provide products that we had technically developed, and so we went through the approval process with Matthews and got many of our Heartland products licensed under the Matthews Lost Camo brand. We created a new brand specifically for Matthews. It's called the Rack Taker line, and what we did was we've got a family of about 15 products of the Rack Taker products that are offered exclusively through Matthews retailers.
Stick around. Tex-Mex Outdoors with Jim Miller will be right back.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed. Rethink your possibilities.
Look who's wearing Gamehide's Gridlock, the ultimate bow hunting outfit. Gridlock is made from Gamehide's revolutionary new age bonded fleece. It's wicked soft, insanely quiet, and made for bow hunting. Gridlock's got the Freedom Sleeve, lockdown zipper tangs, a safety harness slot, and more. Gridlock is part of Gamehide's exclusive Matthews collection, so it features Lost Camo. Wear what the pros wear. Get some Gridlock at your favorite Matthews dealer or at Gamehide.com.
Tex-Mex Outdoors with Jim Miller is brought to you by Spy Point, the world's best and most advanced trail cameras. Victory Arrows, the carbon experts. Lakewood Products, extreme cases for the sportsman. ADSCO, the deer science experts. Citadel Blinds, a fully enclosed elevated stand. This segment of Tex-Mex Outdoors is brought to you by Nature's Coffee Kettle, real coffee for the real outdoors.
Nephew, God bless you. Son, you done it. You done the damage today, didn't you?
I tried. Oh yeah.
Tell us what happened here on this.
Well, I've actually been watching him since about 6:45 this morning. We started out back over here. Early this morning, I've watched him circle for 8 hours all the way around. He held up, bedded down about 230 yards out for 4 hours. I actually thought he was going to leave. He went to the fence over here, hung up the fence, and actually come back and hung up at 36 yards and went and took the shot.
And it done the damage, didn't it?
Yeah, made a good shot on him. He ran 60 yards and stood on his back feet and backpedaled and just fell over dead.
Did he ever get to the water hole?
Didn't give him a chance.
You didn't give him a chance.
Nah, I'm from the South. I don't give him chances.
That's what it's all about. You know, this is a very unique antelope. I mean, he's got almost 12 inches of main beam, and he's got over 12 inches in width. That's pretty unique.
Yeah, and I was actually gonna let him walk, but like you said, the width is what got me. He's so wide, I just went in and took the shot.
You know, you've been known to shoot early anyway. Let's see, the last 2 times we've antelope hunted together, you've shot early, haven't you?
I don't mess around with him. I don't take chances.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty neat. You know, it's always fun to get to hunt with you, Richard, and us to. And it seems like antelope hunting is what we always get to do the most together. This is day 3, one stalk after another. I mean, you name it, we've had everything. We've gotten close on 3 different bucks this afternoon, and if it can go wrong, though, it's gone wrong. This last stalk, this is about an hour before dark. We had this buck, I mean, we knew exactly where he was laying. We was even with him. We had the wind in our favor. I stopped, put an arrow on the string, and we didn't go 5 feet. He stood up and was looking at us. And before I could get my bow drawn, he was gone. He was moving. Let me tell you, folks, I've killed a lot of antelope in my life. This is the toughest way in the world, the spot and stalk, either just crawling and getting up on one or using a decoy. It's difficult. And anybody can do one with a bow and arrow, my hat's off to you. You've accomplished a heck of a feat. It's just too open a country. I'm down to my last couple days to hunt, so I'm going to do what's necessary. I'm going to go to a water hole in the morning before daylight and just get tough and set it out the old traditional way. Take a book, take a cooler, take my sandwiches, take a good comfortable chair, and I got the blind set up at a water hole, and we'll kill an antelope. That's the only way we're going to do it. Right now, I just running out of time. The guys at Big Bone Outfitters have really worked their butts off to try to put me onto a good goat, and they have put me on them. It's just get closing the distance.
Stick around. Tex-Mex Outdoors with Jim Miller will be right back. This segment of Tex-Mex Outdoors is brought to you by the Houston Safari Club. Sport hunting is wildlife conservation.
What makes SpyPoint trail cameras the most advanced scouting products on the market? Live 3G cell phone transmission for viewing your photos anywhere in the world. New black flash LED lights will not spook game at night. 7-zone sensors for faster trigger speeds and centered images. A removable inner unit for viewing your photos on the go or in your stand. And wireless data backup capabilities in the case of camera theft. Get the point? Get SpyPoint.
Houston Safari Club, established in 1972, is a volunteer nonprofit conservation, education, and sporting rights organization based in Houston, Texas. With a large and influential membership, Houston Safari Club works diligently to preserve the sporting heritage, support wildlife conservation, and promote education both locally and throughout the world. Check out the Houston Safari Club online, or to become a member, go to houstonsafariclub.org.
And they've gotten, everybody on antelope. What we're doing, though, is just really, really tough. With a bow and arrow, trying to spot and stalk and using a decoy. It don't happen every time, but it takes a lot of work, and it will be successful. See him? Good Lord, look how heavy those cutters are.
Yeah, he's a really good goat.
Yeah, he is. Heavy bases. I would say he's at least 15.
Yeah. Definite shooter.
Oh man, when he turns like that, he is huge.
Folks, one thing about hunting out of a ground blind, you can make it what you want. If you pay attention to the Mama Nature, what's going on around you, it is amazing. We were sitting on this water hole. We had blue herons fly in, and they were standing in that water, and they were standing just stark still. Never in my life of hunting had I seen this. This blue heron caught a water dog, salamander, pitched him up in the air, caught him in his beak, and swallowed him whole. It amazed me.
Some of the things you need to take with you is a good book, something good to read to occupy your brain, and your mind while you're sitting and waiting for an antelope. And it's real simple. You got you're sitting in a water hole, got a 25-yard shot in 3 different directions, and take your lunch, plenty of water, and set it out and wait it out and let it happen. It's been tough hunting. I mean, really tough. They got big bone outfitters got a lot of antelope. But to be successful here as a bow hunter, you're gonna have to crawl in your ground blind and be patient.
Things were slow, and then all of a sudden this doe and her fawn come in. And they started to get a drink. Immediately, to my left, I seen this big buck, and there he was. He's coming in. He's about 50 yards. I pick up my Matthews helium, I come to full draw, lock in on my anchor, and he was there.
Stick around. Tex-Mex Outdoors with Jim Miller will be right back.
Texmex Adventures is a one-stop shop for placing you with the right outfitter to get you on the trophy animal of your dreams. If you are looking to hunt Texas, Missouri, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Colorado, New Mexico, and other West and Midwest states, Texmex Adventures can set you up on a hunt for the right price and the right outfitter you can afford. Stop trying to rely on outfitters that don't come through. Texmex Adventures wants you to have the best experience ever. Call 830-370-5110.
Gravedigger's Never Fail design is built with no O-rings, rubber bands, or clips. Built for accuracy. Built for penetration. Gravedigger Broadhead. Built to kill.
We're back with more of Tex-Mex Outdoors with Jim Miller.
I pick up my Matthews helium, I come to full draw, lock in on my anchor, and he was there. A long week. Today is day 6. Thank you, Lord. Lord shined on me. And so did guys at Big Bone Outfitters. You know, Cole Mock, God bless you. You stepped through this with me and through the rainstorm and wind blowing and howling, and you sat there and filmed this whole thing. This buck came in, messed around a little bit, come right up to the water. I knew Cole was there, and I brought I had already ranged that. I knew that was a 35-yard shot. I put my pin right there and touched it off, and Matthew's addition thumped him hard. He didn't go 65 yards from where I shot him, and we watched him drop. I mean, he reared up and fell over backwards, hard shot. The kind of shot you just dream about. And all I have to do is crawl out of my gorilla blind and go get that antelope. And that was another #1 hit for Matthews. Holy buckets, can you believe that? And it all happens in the last couple hours. I'm excited. This is a good goat. You think anybody have trouble with this blood trail here, Cole?
No, sir.
We'll follow this blood trail. Well, I tell you, Victory Arrows, hammer an animal. I told you I had a hard coordinate shot to me. Entrance hoe, exit hoe. Oh, here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is my buck that I killed today. And let me tell you, I'm very proud of this 12.5-inch buck. It's been a long week out here hunting with Big Bone Outfitters in Branson, Colorado. What a beautiful place. I'm telling you, the High Plains doesn't get any better than this. I'd like to say High Plains drifter, but we wasn't drifting too much. We did a heck of a lot of crawling around in the cactus and the brush trying to spot and stalk an antelope, and we did spot a lot of antelope. We stalked a lot of antelope, but there was no arrow shot because they was too smart for us. So we went to a ground blind 2 days ago, and in my Carbon Express ground blind, and it paid off. This buck came in. My old compadre Kenny Talent, he cut the hair off top of this buck. I can't wait to call him and tell him about this. Tell him thank you for saving that buck for me. This afternoon he came in and gave me the shot, and my old sweet helium and those Victory Arrows.
You're watching Tex-Mex Outdoors on the Hunt Channel. Tex-Mex Outdoors with Jim Miller is brought to you by Matthews Bows. Catch us if you can. Fire Knock, the most advanced lighted knock. Elusive Wildlife Technologies, taking the elusive out of the wildlife. Gravedigger Broadheads, broadheads built to kill. Game Hide, Lost Camo.
This 10,000-acre Texas ranch, rich in heritage and tradition, boasts a thriving population of native game, including trophy whitetail deer. In-Flight Outfitters offers world-class South Texas hunting opportunities for both native and exotic game species. Our world-class amenities include occupancy for 42 overnight guests, deluxe rooms, private suites, indoor and outdoor gathering and social areas, heated spa, swimming pool, and gourmet meals. If you would like to book your hunt or engagement with In-Flight Outfitters, go to inflightoutfitters.com.
What does blaze orange look like to a deer? It's a bright, frightening glow that always indicates human danger. Now you know why you've been busted without making a move. This doesn't have to happen to you. You can be invisible. ATSCO, the technology leader in water repellents, animal vision, and odor control, introduces UV Killer Camo. Deer see only a dull yellow with brown breakup. To humans' eyes, UV Killer Camo is 100% orange, the accepted standard for maximum safety. We have eliminated what spooks deer without changing how it looks to humans. Only with a UV light can you see the pattern and logo of UV Killer Camo. Do-it-yourselfers can fix your own vest and your camo too with UV Killer. Don't waste another season chasing off your best deer. UV Killer Sport Wash Combo with DVD, UV Light, and Book, $24.95. UV Killer Camo Vest, $29.95. Visit your retailer today or call ATSCO directly at 800-845-2728, atsco.com or uvkiller.com to order.
Look who's wearing Game Hide's Gridlock, the ultimate bow hunting outfit. Gridlock is made from Game Hide's revolutionary new age bonded fleece. It's wicked soft, insanely quiet, and made for bow hunting. Gridlock's got the Freedom Sleeve, lockdown zipper tangs, a safety harness slot, and more. Gridlock is part of Gamehide's exclusive Matthews collection, so it features Lost Camo. Wear what the pros wear. Get some Gridlock at your favorite Matthews dealer or at Gamehide.com.
For more information, check out Texmex Outdoors with Jim Miller at TexmexOutdoors.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show this week on Tex-Mex Outdoors, hunting pronghorn antelope in Melrose, Colorado, on the Crossell Ranch with Big Bone Outfitters. You know, one club that's always dear and near to my heart is the Houston Safari Club. As always, I'm asking you at this time, if you are not a member of a hunting organization, please pick up the phone and call the folks at Houston Safari Club. I know they'll be glad to visit with you. From all of us here at Tex-Mex Outdoors, Buena Caceria, good hunting.
Texmex Outdoors recognizes these fine sponsors.
I'm very proud of this. Look at this goat. I'm ready.